Thanks for all the feedback on the previous video. You guys made us feel a little bit better about the paint color. A lot of you loved it, some of you didn't like it. We appreciate the honesty.
It's not a color we normally would go with.
Yeah.
We normally go with neutrals.
Yeah, but this is kind of cool, you know, out of our comfort zone, I guess.
Yeah.
Our kitchen remodel is almost done. Today we're going to get right into installing the cabinets. This is just set temporarily in place. We're going to still level it up. It's not hooked or anything. This one comes next. We bought a 30-inch cabinet. It has a drawer. You can see it was a display, storage display. It's a pretty nice cabinet, but we need to cut it and turn it into a sink base. And I know that's kind of tight. It's just, we're working with it. But so there's going to be this 30-inch cabinet here. So we're going to be pulling this drawer out and screwing this to the front and just turning it into a sink base. Just to make do tonight, I put some washers in here and I screwed through into the drawer front just to space it flush with the cabinets. We'll get some more hardware and attach it better, put some more screws on the bottom, maybe in the middle. I'll have to trim these out a little bit for the sink and cut some plumbing holes, and then we'll be all done with this. Okay, so we just gotta pop one in, pop the other in, pop that in. You kind of see it coming to life already.
Yeah.
So here's where we're at. We had to cut this pipe off because the new cabinet, we don't want to cut a giant hole in it, and we couldn't get the cabinet over all this plumbing without cutting it. And then I drilled a big hole in here and two small holes next to it to run these up. And this is just a piece of scrapped paneling that we pulled out. It was the side of one of the old cabinets we pulled out of here. And we're just closing up this giant hole they had cut in the floor so that mice and stuff can't come up into the kitchen. Now my plan is to put an extension on here like this to get it up through the floor of the cabinet. I'm going to put another coupling on there, and I'm going to try to reattach the original plumbing just like that through the cabinet floor, and the cabinet floor would be nice and clean. If I can't reuse this for whatever reason, it doesn't line up with the sink, it's going to be easy enough to just redo the plumbing, but that's the goal right now. And you can see I already have a matching hole in the cabinet, and what I do is I pull the water lines up through first because they have the fat valve on it, and I pop them into each spot, and then I'll slide the cabinet over the drain pipe, and they'll be all firmly in place with no giant holes around them. So here's our extension. We extended the pipe upwards, and this should come out the top of the cabinet, and then we can put the other pipe on, or out of the cabinet floor. Put the other pipe on, and we should be all set.
Let me check and make sure that's right. Yeah.
Alright. Just open the door and just keep them guided and pull them up through. Okay, are we close?
You gotta go this way.
Let me get the fronts lined up. Good?
Mm-hmm. Now the bottom.
and then work them out together.
Yeah.
Here it is. Cabinets are in and they look excellent. You can see that we got two different kinds of cabinets. This style, kind of the mission, I don't know what it's called, but with the kind of straight doors. And then this kind has a more decorative door and it matches this. So those two go together and these three go together. But
Like they're all the same color.
Same color, so you don't really tell. And got this kind of corner shelf. And it has a little bit of damage right here from this screw hitting. And this is funny because they have this sign right here. Let's see if I can get it. So that when installing hardware on this door, be sure to countersink the screw so it will not scratch the frame as the door is opened. So that's what happened. They didn't countersink the screw like the sign said, and it scratched up the trim. But we can fix that. And the rest of these are just pretty clean. This one's the one we converted. And it has the soft close hinges. These come with the soft close, like full extend drawers. Really cool, pretty good quality. We had some questions about painting the cabinets. We're not going to paint them. They're finished, they look good. We're not the biggest fan of the golden oak color, but for this trailer it's fine. There's no point in painting them. Paint gets sticky and dirty and worn. So it came with the hardware, so we're just going to leave them. And that's that. Really cool. I left this gap a little bit wide. It's about 30.5 inches for the stove, because our stove, we're going to keep using the old range that we pulled out of here, and we measured it and it is wide. It is uneven, it is old. Some spots are about 30 inches and it gets up to about 30.25, 30.5 toward the back. So we just thought we'd leave it wide just so we can get it in there. Every once in a while we get a comment where somebody says that we look tired or we look worn out or are we okay. And I just want to let you know we are okay. We would let you know if we weren't. Sometimes we just make these videos late at night or even when we get up in the morning because we have to work around the kids and eating and doing work and all this other stuff. And so sometimes we put Maverick to bed and then we're in here working. So we're just tired, but we're okay.
We're fine.
Yeah. Next step is countertops on the kitchen. We're going to be ordering a countertop. I was really tempted to make one myself, just a basic laminate countertop. I've never done it. It looks pretty easy, but I'm not really set up to do it right now. I don't have any good work area, and I just, I don't know. So we're going to order one. It's going to be kind of expensive, but right now that seems like the best option.
Yeah.
This might be hard to see, but we're going to share with you the countertop that we already picked out. We've been thinking about the theme going on here in this old trailer, and we decided to go full out with this brown, let me see if I can focus it,
wood tone
laminate picked out. And I don't know how good you're gonna see it. The reason we picked this is because everything's so woody in this house. We have paneling everywhere and it seems to fit the theme. And our kitchen table almost looks like this. We have our table, you might have seen it in the past. It's just kind of a vintage table and it has that wood, it's fake wood. And we just think it's gonna go cool in here. And we had to pick something, so
yeah.
we just said, let's try it.
Yeah.
So it'll look good, hopefully, when it's all on the countertop,
so.
And you'll be able to see the true color. Oh, let me spin the camera around. We'll show you how the room's coming together, and I'll show you the new nook where the refrigerator is going to be. So here's the counter. That's where the sink is going to be. We come around here, and here's the new wall that we put up. The refrigerator is going to be sitting right here, plugged into that outlet. And we'll have about 3 feet next to it, which we're going to eventually turn into food storage right there.
And that's where the fridge used to be when this trailer was made.
Yeah. So that's all we have for today. We'll get the next video up right away. We're going to be doing the floor, ordering the countertop, and getting everything going. Until next time, take care.
Bye.